Almost every entrepreneur that I've met has started their business in a certain kind of way. So let me take a minute and share that way with you. They first start thinking about making some extra income on the side, but they don't want to go into that regular corporate business world because that world doesn't give them that flexibility that they're looking for. It doesn't give them that freedom to really tend to their families, to build closer bonds with their friends, to do the things that are actually worth doing in life. So they decide that they are going to start their own business. One that would give them that extra income that they need and the flexibility that they need to live those fulfilled lives. At the end of the day, there's also that big advantage of building a business that really allows them to do what they love every single day. That's why I started my business. Now, after they decide to start their own business, the next step is usually where people get stuck. Finding customers or finding clients. Sure, at first, it's usually your close friends and your close family members supporting you and trying to help push people your way. But after a while, that novelty kind of wears off and the support from your close circle starts to dwindle. At this point, we'll keep pushing for a little bit longer. We'll try a couple of new things here and there to try to get new clients or customers. But typically, what happens at this point is that new entrepreneur, they're faced with a hard decision. Should they keep pushing and look at new strategies, or should they give up completely? I never want you to give up. I don't want anyone to give up, especially if they are giving up because they feel like they don't have a big enough circle to really get them cranking within their business. You really have two options to grow your business and to expand your reach in the online world. You have organic marketing on one side, or the other side is paid marketing. So organic marketing, this is a slow and a controlled approach, which some people love, especially if this is only a side hustle for you. Whereas the paid side of things, that's for someone like me, who is eager to get things done like yesterday. The ones who don't want that slow and steady win the race type of situation with their business. They want to get in front of more people and really make this business a real deal relatively quickly. Now, let me say here, nothing, and I mean nothing, is going to happen overnight. Even with paid advertising, there is no magic button that we can simply press and make you rich overnight. But with paid advertising, we can put you in front of that dream client that you want to get in front of. And we can turn them into paying clients by spending a little bit of money on social media. I truly believe that you have to spend money to make money. It's an investment, my friend. One that is seriously worth it for you. So if you right now are stuck in that phase where you are trying to grow past your immediate circle, my question for you is how fast do you want to make it happen? If you've been curious about social media paid advertising, or heck, maybe if you've been someone that's clicked that little promote button that you see pop up on Facebook and Instagram, hoping that you're going to get some results, let me really break this down for you. Let me really break down what paid advertising is all about and how it can be one of the most efficient tools for your business. Let's kick it off with getting seriously laser targeted with who sees your content. I'm sure you've had this happen to you before, okay? So you and your friend, you were just talking about going on a trip to Jamaica. You're out for dinner, and while you're together, you start looking up all-inclusive resorts on your website or on your phone. Later that night, as you're laying on the couch, you're just scrolling Instagram while you're watching the game with your hubby. There it is. There's an all-inclusive resort in Jamaica popping up on your screen. And then you scroll a bit more, then there's a cute new bikini on sale. Then all of a sudden, you see this post about all the top tourist attractions that you can do in Jamaica. How the heck does that happen? No, social media is not listening to you based on what you're saying out loud, but they can track what you are searching, what you're typing, what you're doing on other websites, other social media accounts. Now, I will mention that in 2021, Apple did release an update that allows you to avoid tracking to a certain extent. Regardless of the whole tracking thing, in my opinion about it, whether people should turn that on and off, from a business standpoint, with paid advertising, you can get laser targeted with who you tell Facebook to put your content in front of. On top of just the interest that you can target, You can also get laser targeted with the type of profile that you want to reach. We can look at age, we can look at gender, nationality, jobs, locations. So if you want to target females age 34 in Costa Rica who love yoga and smoothies, by all means, you can. It is seriously super, super powerful. Now let's compare it to the phone book. You know, those books that you would get randomly. Suppose you put an ad in your phone book for your local area. What are the chances that exact dream client that you want to see or work with will open that phone book? You have a very, very small percentage of people who may be that perfect client for you. With paid social media ads, you'll be advertising to people who are the exact profile, the exact profile that of the people that you actually want to work with. It is incredible. Now, on top of getting in front of the right people, you can really drive a lot of traffic with social media. Just using social media alone, it's challenging to get a lot of traffic to your website simply by posting a video or picture. So how do you make sure that the thousands of people who view your content on social media actually visit your website? How do you do that? Ads. There are actually 11 different types of ads that you can run on Facebook and Instagram, and each one essentially has a goal attached to it that will tell Facebook what you want the people to do when they see your ad or your post. If you say you want to run a link click ad, for example, you are telling Facebook that your goal is to have them see the ad and click on the link. Based on how we as users behave on Facebook and social media, they actually know if we are someone who will click a link versus just watching a video and never click a link. With the different types of ads, you can not only put the ad in front of the right people, but you can get them to put it in front of the people who will actually take the action that you want them to take. Did you follow me there? They can take the action you actually want them to take. Now, my favorite type of ad to run, this is a more advanced type of ad. So these are something called a conversion ad. This essentially means that we want the person to take an action outside of social media, like making a purchase or downloading a lead magnet or becoming a lead and filling out a form. When you combine a conversion ad with a lead magnet, that freebie that you give away, that's when you can generate hundreds of leads in a month. Now, combine that with a fantastic email welcome series, then you'll be building a pipeline of paying clients in no time. It really just starts to turn into this number game when you get to a certain point with Facebook and Instagram ads. If you get 100 leads in a month and you know that you can convert 10% of them into paying clients and you had to spend $100 to get those 100 leads on Facebook, you know that if the next month you want to get 20 clients, you would need to spend $200. Now, of course, there's always going to be tweaks that we can make to get better and better results as we go, but essentially it really comes down to paying to play. Now, the last thing I want to mention about social media ads is, well, more specifically Facebook and Instagram ads, let's talk about. It really can fit into any budget. However, you want to make sure that you actually have the right strategy in place before you go and spend some money on ads. 9.9999 times out of 10, I will tell you never to press that promote button. You want to look at certain strategies before you start spending money on ads. But no, if you think that it's expensive, it's not compared to what you have to pay for a commercial on TV, for example. I usually recommend starting off with $20 a day when it comes to ads, but really the more you spend, the better results you'll get. Years ago, I would say $5 a day. But essentially, the more that you spend, the faster you can make changes too. But again, please do not press that promote button and put $20 on the line. I would like to talk to you about certain things and goals and strategies that you want to have set up on the back end before you actually throw money into social media. So when you get to that point, please feel free to reach out. I would love to explain more. That way you're not wasting any money. But at the end of the day, and really the moral of this episode is if you want to expand your reach, if you want to grow your circle of people who you can talk to within your business, paid social media ads, I highly, highly recommend it. Think about it. That's all I want you to do right now. Just start thinking about it. And if you have any questions, I'm only a message away. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you know someone who is looking to expand that circle, please send them this episode. Oh, and don't forget to share this episode on social media and tag me. That way I know that you're listening. You can tag me at Lisa Ann Coaching on all social media platforms, but regardless, I hope you have the most fantastic day today. I'll talk to you next week. Same time, same place. Bye for now.